If you were looking to find coins like Shiba, Doge, or Floki before they 10, 100, or 1000x in price, this might be the most valuable video you ever watch. Actually, I take that back. This might be the video that helps you find the most valuable video that you'll ever watch. And I say that because at the end of this video, you're gonna know who the people are that were talking about Dogecoin when no one else was even mentioning it. You'll know the people that were talking about Shiba before anyone else was. Axie Infinity, AVAX, Solana, you get the point. If you're anything like me, you found out about most of these coins well into their massive runs, and buying at that point had minimal reward potential with a ton of massive risk. Now we can contrast that with the people that purchased those coins way before those spikes happened, where they could put in a couple $100 and play money, and it turned into hundreds of thousands of dollars in gains. That's kind of always left me wondering, who are the people that purchased these coins right here in the cycle while no one else was even talking about them? And then what it really left me wondering was how exactly these people found out about these coins when no one else seemed to be talking about them. Now, up until recently, I figured there was no way for me to figure out who it was that was talking about these coins at the very, very beginning before anybody else was. But then I found out this little Google hack that changed everything for me. And so first, I'm gonna talk you through the process that I use to figure out who these YouTubers are. I call them SuperTubers. And then we're gonna talk through the results and who these SuperTubers are. SuperTubers. I really like that name. So first, let's talk about how I was able to do this. So you can do the same thing if you want with Twitter or other coins that you might want to figure out who was promoting them before anybody else. Now, what I found out is that inside of Google, you can actually type in the word site. Okay, and you can type in youtube.com. Now what that does in Google is that helps us to say we just want stuff in the search result that's directly on YouTube. So essentially we're looking for YouTube videos. Then what I can do is type in the word Solana, right? And that's gonna show me all these different YouTube videos that talk about something like Solana. But then if you go up here, it's got all these different options to refine it further. And when I go to tools right here, I can click anytime and then I can custom range. Now what I can do here is I can directly put in a range and say, I only want YouTube videos that were created or that were discovered in Google, right, at this exact point in time or this small period of time. So what I do then is I go to coinmarketcap.com, and CoinMarketCap has charts for all these graphs. So I would go to something like Solana. Then I would go to all down here, and you can see it's going to give me a chart of all. Now what I'm looking for, right, is I'm looking for people that were really promoting it previous to it hitting $1 billion market cap. So I'll click market cap right here, and what I'm going to do is hover and hover and hover over until I get to about there. Now you can see right here, I'm at 969 million market cap. So these are anybody that made a YouTube video about Solana previous to 1/24/2021, which was about a year and a half ago from the time of this video. They were YouTubers that I would like to know about because they were clearly a little in the know-how and they've clearly done research, and they're not just promoting coins that are here in their cycle, right, that have a $50 billion market cap, because I don't want to follow those ones necessarily. So what I did is I plugged in those dates. You can see right here, I plugged in basically anyone who promoted from August 5th, 2020, or even before that, to about January 23rd or 24th, 2021. And I would put that in right here. I just go all the way back to August, and then I go on the 2 all the way up to January of 2021. And that's the only videos that would then start showing up. So now you can see right here, we've got all these different YouTube channels and all these videos that promoted and talked about Solana way before anybody else was doing that. So that's a big win. Now, what I'm gonna show you at the end, if you stay till the end, is we'll actually show you a chart where we're gonna show you every single one of these YouTubers, and then we're gonna dive in and we're gonna find the clusters or the YouTubers that talked about multiple coins before they ever blew up. And we're gonna try to identify what the best YouTuber is who talks about the coins way before anyone else does and has done it on multiple coins. So make sure you stay till the end. Anyway, the next thing I needed to do was pick the coins. Now, luckily for me, there's this thing called Google, and I can simply Google the best gainers in 2021, and I'll end up on a article just like this, and you can see this tells us which coins really just blew up in 2021. And so we've got Shiba, Luna, Axie, Solana, Bitcoin, which I would tend to argue didn't blow up like the rest of these. And I did that for a little while until I landed on about 7 to 10 different coins that really exploded. We're not talking about 5 or 10 Xers, we're talking about 50 or 100 Xers in 2021. So the coins that I picked, and I'm gonna have to look at my list here for a second: Doge, Shiba, Solana, Dogelon Mars, AVAX, Axie, and Luna. And those are the coins that I decided to do this on and figure out who was talking about them well before anyone else. I'm gonna throw in a quick disclaimer. This took a lot of work. If you're interested in following YouTube channels that put a lot of work into their videos and don't just promote garbage because everyone else is promoting it, don't forget to subscribe, and I would even love a little like or a comment as well. But moving on. I'm gonna show you the spreadsheet that I created, and I'm actually gonna leave a link down below. It's not gonna be an editable link, but you'll be able to go in and view only. I'm gonna show you the sheet, and then I'll move over and I'll show you the YouTubers that actually promoted multiple of these at the very, very end. So this is the sheet right here. You can see I've got Dogecoin, Shiba, Solana, Doge Elon Mars, AVAX, all those. And what I did is these are the video links where they talked about that specific crypto. You can see right here, this is the channel that talked about the crypto. This is when they promoted it. Okay, this is the tone they took, meaning were they negative about it, were they positive about it, or were they neutral, or were they just explaining about it or showing us how to buy it or something like that. This is the market cap when they promoted it. This is the market cap at the all-time high, meaning each one of these was about an 88x to I'd say about a 200 to 300x, all the people that made the videos at this point. They're probably doing really well for themselves. So you can see right here, this is the price they promoted it at, and this is the price at the all-time high. And we did this for every one of these. We did run into some issues with Shiba, which didn't show a market cap, but that's okay because we were actually able to still pull the price. So you can see right here, there's a lot of YouTubers that you probably don't know of and probably haven't heard of, but I would probably argue that a lot of these are worth looking into and following, and maybe it'd be worth it to click into the sheet down below, head over to these YouTube channels and have a glance at them. Now for the drum roll, because this is what we've really all been waiting for. Thank you so much for watching. We're gonna move over and show you the YouTubers that actually did this multiple times and really made some good calls in the year of 2021. So we'll scroll right over to here and we'll scroll up. And you can see right here, there's only 2 YouTubers that actually pulled this off, and they only did it twice. Unbanked HQ and Coin Bureau. Now, Coin Bureau you've probably heard of, and it's a massive channel that puts out a lot of content, but I'd never heard of Unbanked HQ. It has about 25,000 subscribers, but it's clearly done some really good calls. And so I would kind of venture to declare Unbanked HQ the winner of this test. And it's a channel that I'm definitely starting to follow now, but I'm also actually following a lot of these channels now because all it takes is one big win in crypto. Any one of these wins could have turned $100 into $100,000 had you gotten in when the YouTuber first started talking about it. And that's that. Go ahead and click subscribe, then you can head down below and get the sheet. Thanks so much for watching. Feel free to let me know if there's a problem in the methodology here. I would love to fix this. This is obviously a sheet that I created for me as well as anyone else. We'll be creating one with Twitter next, so go ahead and click follow and subscribe so that you can see that video. And again, thanks so much for watching.